and our community to excellence. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The City of Kirby is dedicated to delivering excellent municipal services to our community in a fiscally responsible manner. City Secretary, please call roll.
Mayor Pro Tem Grant.
Here.
Councilmember Apodaca.
Here.
Councilmember Salazar.
Here.
Councilmember Greider.
Here.
Councilmember Street.
Here.
Councilmember Martin.
Here.
Mayor Aldridge.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Okay. After the citizen participation portion of this meeting is over, there will be no comment or outburst from the audience. If you have signed up to speak on an agenda item, you will have 3 minutes to speak at that time. Again, I say this to be clear, and let this stand as the first warning. Any comments or outbursts from the audience after the citizen participation portion of this meeting is over, they will be escorted out of the building. Open up 5, citizen participation. Patricia Mann.
Madam Mayor, council members, I'm just here to advocate for Officer Jake. He is an officer, and right now he doesn't have a partner. If he was a human being, we wouldn't just put him out, send him somewhere else, or sell him. We would find him a partner. Right now, he's a guy without a job. But let me tell you, if that dog is taken away from this community and put somewhere else, you're taking him out of his territory. He knows all the policemen by smell. He knows this area that they patrol. I'm just here just to give my thoughts on this beautiful animal that would give his life for any one of us if we needed it. I hope you take into consideration that he might need more training or retraining, and we might have to get somebody, another police officer, to work with him. And I, for one, would be willing to look at the different ways that we could get that money. And I just wanted my thoughts to be known. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Mann. Next in line is Mr. Shaw.
Senate Council, board members, and all you guys on the other side of the fence. I really appreciate seeing all these masks, but I think we need to put a sign back on the door. I know we're backsliding, but we're not backsliding. We just have a new virus coming on. Until we get rid of these viruses, the mask will help protect us. Even though a lot of us already got their shots, and a lot of the people do not want to take the shots. They're negative about it. And that helps transmit it from one to the other. And just because we got our shots does not mean we're heroes. That doesn't mean we're Superman. We can catch it. And I sure don't want it. I don't want none of you all to catch it. So I'm suggesting put a sign back on the door. Anybody coming in here must wear a mask completely. Not just covering their mouth, covering their nose, wear it correctly. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw. Next up, we have Mayor Pierce.
Mayor and Council, my name is Lisa Pierce. I reside at 5123 Happiness, and I am here on behalf of the agenda item 6A for K9 Jake. Those of you that know me know that our K9 program is very near and dear to my heart. It's one of the ones that myself and John actually pushed for in the city in 2017, and the council agreed, and we put it into place in 2018. The very first year that we were in the program, at the end of the year of 2018, I knew that the program was in trouble. I'm not a professional dog trainer. However, I am very close to what canine programs are, what the breed is, etc. Jake is an amazing animal, and just as Pat said, he is an officer of the city. Our officers should not be afraid of Jake. So there are a lot of training issues prior to that. Jake is a member of our police force, but Jake also needs a partner, as Ms. Span said. Jake is not getting the training that Jake needs either. I don't know if Jake is neurotic at this point, but he has not had the training, nor has he been worked the way he needs to be worked. That dog needs to be searching for drugs, that dog needs to be searching for suspects, he needs to be worked. Gyra Canine Program offers training every Tuesday free of charge to the city. It's something that, wasn't being taken advantage of. There were some other things that I won't disclose only because they were intimate to me just because of the position I held, and I will absolutely not say any of those things at this time or any other time for that matter. If we lose the program, we probably, most likely, will never get the program back. I think the program is crucial. However, that dog and what he's going through is even more crucial to me. It is almost cruel and unusual punishment for that dog to be sitting in a kennel and to be a pet. That dog is not a pet. That dog can be a lap dog, absolutely. I have lap dogs, but my dogs are not trained for bite work. My dogs are not trained to apprehend suspects. My dogs all the time they have a huge ball drive, they play ball in the yard, etc. We take them for walks. But not to that drive. That dog has a drive, and if he does not have somebody, a partner, somebody that's with him all the time, exceeding those requirements that he does, he is not going to be a useful dog, and in fact, he will suffer himself for that. It would be just like somebody else doing something and then all of a sudden it'd be taken away from them. And that's what it is. He could live out a life as a pet, absolutely. But for him just to be, I just think that we just need to absolutely keep it. So anyway, I would rather see the program go away than Jake be wasted. That's all.
Thank you. Six A, discussion and possible action on City of Kirby Canine Program.
So let me just start with a little bit of a historic overview. You have 2 sheets of paper on the Kirby Police Department Canine Program. And the first sheet is a breakdown of costs from Gyra Canine Training Office. We reached out to them recently because, as we know, we initially started our program in 2018. The original handler who was trained to work with Jake left the program, stayed with the City of Kirby and left the program. He then left the City of Kirby. Then we got him a second handler who recently left the City of Kirby about 2 weeks ago. So Jake had been in the care of that company for about a week. Interim Chief Cardona got him as of yesterday, and so she is now taking care of him until we make a decision about what's going to happen with our program. She's not had an opportunity to be trained to do that. It's been a real crash course and just trying to basic needs for him. But the company, they would charge, if we wanted to board him, they would take him for up to 20 days for $2,500. And that's a breakdown of what those expenses cover. It's boarding and training, it's canine maintenance, it's kennel care, dog food, feeding, watering, and then just their daily rate. And 20 days is that maximum time that they would do that. And that's for either option. If we wanted them to keep him while we were looking for another officer to take the program, they would charge that. If we wanted them to keep him while they assist us with trying to find another agency to transition Jake to, or another handler to transition him to, either way, those are our options. And then if we secure another handler for him, then you pay an additional $2,500 for initial training for that handler and Jake to work together.
So no matter whatever direction we go, we're automatically gonna pay 2,500.
Yes.
And then another 25 will be trade.
Correct.
So it'll be 5 of that.
Right, and that's just gonna be your starting fee, your basic, yes. And then I wanna give you just an idea of what we've spent since we got the program. So the other page that you have is a breakdown of each fiscal year. So the top half shows you all of the city expenses. So if you see in the first fiscal year, it was a total of $29,482.93. Then in the next year, which was 18-19, we spent $2,665.47. In 19-20, we spent $684.75. And so far this fiscal year, we spent $1,381. So a total of city funds that have gone into the K-9 program have been $34,214.15. Now, you'll see a line item there that, the last one that says promotions for Jake, and then collections from promotions. And some of you may remember we sold some cups and some T-shirts to community members. So it showed you, you know, what we spent and then what we collected on those promotional items. Then if you look at the second half of the page, it shows you the breakdown of the crime control monies that have gone into the program. So they didn't spend any money the first 2 fiscal years. The second one, they spent $4,650.44, and as of now, in this current fiscal year, they've spent $2,067.39. So a total of $6,717.83 has been spent by crime control. So total monies, you'll see, has been over $40,000, you know, invested into our K-9 program. And, you know, that included, like I said, it breaks down several things. It includes the training. Unfortunately, there's been some downtime because our most recent handler that left did have a work-related injury several months ago. So both him and K-9 Jake were on what we call light duty, where they were not able to be out actively working. So there has been some lag time there in Jake being able to go out and actively train and actively work. So, you know, unfortunately, we couldn't control that situation. So we're at a point now where if we keep the program, he needs a handler that is going to stay with him. And they both need to be able to actively work, actively train. And, you know, for me, that's heartbreaking because the program just started in 2018. And for him to have to go